I welcome you to a gentle yoga practice. I am Ashley Clarke of Earthkeeper Yoga, and I am here once again in my home studio here in Birmingham, Alabama. And if you missed last week's announcement, and if you're not following me on social media, then you may have missed that I announced last week that Earthkeeper Yoga will be moving into a brick and mortar studio on August 6th of this year. I'm super excited, thrilled, honored to be holding a yoga community together, and I hope that you will come be a part of that as your schedule allows. So these classes won't stop. This will continue. I love my UAB community. I am, in fact, a two-time grad of UAB. My husband is a UAB nurse, and we are a UAB family. So this will continue. This is a part of who Earthkeeper Yoga is. If you'd like to learn more about what we'll be offering, go to earthkeeperyoga.com, or you can follow along with me on social media. On Facebook, it's Earthkeeper Yoga AL, and on Instagram, it's just Earthkeeper Yoga. So be sure to follow along and find out all about what is in store as we move into a brick and mortar studio. For today's class, I invite you to have a couple of blocks as well as your trusty blanket, beach towel, small pillow, whatever serves. You can grab those things and I'll meet you right here on the mat. All right, as we get started today, I want to invite you just to find your comfortable seat. So I'm in mine, my tailbone is hanging right off the front of the blanket, my hips are gently opening a little bit. I'm going to reach my spine all the way up, let the crown of my head reach towards the sky, and then just let those hands come and rest in the lap. If this isn't an uncomfortable way for you to sit, take the blocks and sit on the blocks, or sit with your legs expanded long, whatever you need so that you can feel comfortable in your comfortable seat. All right, so once you find that, I invite you to close your eyes or have that soft gaze towards the floor and give yourself that cleansing breath. And just let everything go. And allow the breath just to travel in and out of your body through the nose. Notice any sounds around you. Notice any color behind the eyelids, even if the eyes are closed. Notice the taste of anything lingering in your mouth. And how do you feel? How does the air feel against your skin? How do your clothes feel against your skin? How does your body feel connected to the mat? How does your belly feel? Expanding? Maybe the ribs expand. Maybe the shoulders lift on the inhale, and then everything just kind of sinks back down, relaxing just a little bit deeper with each breath cycle. Just remind yourself that you are right here, right now. There is nothing to do except just be right here. And allow that breath just to settle you, finding some peace just here in this moment. Notice any lingering tension in the body. And let the breath grow deeper here, just trying to deepen everything that you're taking in and everything that you're letting go with each breath. Take a cleansing breath whenever you need it. Beautiful. Give yourself 2 more. And take an inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly let it come out the mouth. Open the eyes. Welcome. How are you right here, right now? We're going to take the hands down next to the hips. Find your Spider-Man fingers. Reach through the crown of the head. Little stretch through the outside of the hips there. Little bit of a release through the shoulders. Reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. Space in the back of the neck. Notice how the back body just turned on just a little bit. Now press that tailbone, the back of the tailbone, into the blanket or the mat. Feel that stretch through the low back. Take another cleansing breath. Beautiful. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. Big stretch up towards the sky. And then bring those palms together down in front of the heart. Bow your chin to chest. Keep the length through the spine. Stretch in the back of the neck. Breathe. Soften the legs. Soften what feels tight. Beautiful. Lift the gaze back up towards me. And I'm going to invite you to just move your palms just enough so that you can interlace your fingers. Let the hands fall down towards the lap. Take an inhale, start to press those palms away as you reach up towards the sky. Gaze follows. There's a little bend in the back. Stretch through underneath the shoulders. Breathe. And then bring the gaze back forward. Reach through the crown of the head. Unlace the fingertips and let this right hand come outside of the right hip. Stretch the left hand over. Big release through that left side body. If it feels okay to bend that right elbow in towards your rib cage on the right side, do it. Press into the hand and inhale to lift up, and then exhale, let it deepen as you bend that elbow in towards the right. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, releasing over to the right. Notice any tension in the neck. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more breath. Exhale, let's hold it here, not the breath, just the posture. Slowly start to tilt the chest towards the knee and let the left hand come down outside of the left knee, or inside rather. You've got a hand on either side. Reach the crown of the head away, stretch through that left side back. Inhale, and then let yourself come up. Fingertips out to either side. Take an inhale and let it go. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. Stretch, stretch, stretch towards the sky. And when that lower back rounds, press the tailbone into the mat. Inhale here. Now exhale, hands down in front of the heart, bow chin to chest. Space in the back of the neck, cleansing breath. Turn those palms just enough to let the hands interlace and bring them down to the lap. Take an inhale, send the palms away as you reach the arms and the gaze up towards the sky. Hold it a breath. Feel the rib cage open. Inhale, left hand comes down outside of the left hip. Right fingertips reach over to the left. Give it a stretch right through that right side body. And then maybe this left elbow bends just a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Left arm straightens. Exhale, bend in. And so enjoy that. Notice if you grit your teeth. I just caught myself doing it. It's okay if you did. Just release. Bring that tongue to the top of your mouth. That'll help keep the mouth from clenching the teeth. And let's do one more. And turn the heart towards that left knee. Let the right hand come down and reach the crown of the head away, stretching through that right hip and through the back. Beautiful. Inhale. And then exhale to come back to your easy seat. Let the hands just rest in the lap, shoulders release. Find that neutral spine. Make sure you're not leaning forward or back. Breathe. And so we've just brought some awareness into the outside of the hips. A little bit through the side body. If you close your eyes, open them back up. Beautiful. We're going to bring those arms into a T. Really reach through the crown of the head and then press the tailbone in. Inhale, bring the arms forward, let the palms touch. And then pull those shoulder blades back in line with the upper body. Start to bend the elbows and let the elbows come together. We're going to inhale, lift up towards the sky, palms stay together. And then exhale, bring the elbows down as far as you can towards the chest and the heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring it in. So breath guides movement here. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. 2 more. The last one. Elbows come apart, bow, chin to chest, space in the back of the neck, shoulder blades kiss, cleansing breath. Beautiful. All right, bring the gaze back up towards me. And I'm going to invite you to scoot forward just enough to come off your blanket or just move the blanket out of the way. We're going to send the legs long. So I'm going to tell you, if you feel like straightening the legs all the way is just too much on the hamstrings, then bend the knees. You could even take your blanket and roll it up and slide it under your knees if you need that. Try to flex through the feet no matter how you have the knees. And we'll find those Spider-Man fingers once again. Press the tailbone into the mat and then reach the crown of the head. Stretch through all the way, the crown all the way up towards the sky and the tailbone really rounding in. You're going to feel your core engage, okay? So we're going to take an inhale and see if we can lift this right leg just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Yeah, use that cleansing breath. The whole right leg might be just firing up on you. Here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg. Lower it down. All right. Inhale, arms and gaze, rise. And then exhale, start to lean forward, keeping the low back nice and straight. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my profile. And then reach forward, even if you need a bend in the knees. Bring those shoulder blades back. Hold it one more breath. Beautiful. Bring those palms together. Bend elbows. Let the inside of the forearms touch. Inhale, lift the arms and the gaze up. Little bitty back bend there. Hold it 2 breaths. Engage through the legs. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the elbows in towards the heart and then let them expand. Palms together at the heart, chin bowed down towards chest. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. Keep that long spine. Inhale, arms and gaze, rise. And then exhale, big back stroke, shoulder circle here. Let those Spider-Man fingers land behind you. Shoulder blades are so close together. And then you're going to take an inhale and shine the heart forward, lift the chin. Big breath into the heart. Relax through the legs. Beautiful. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Let the low back start to round. And then we're going to bring those hands up. We're going to bend those knees and make our way into table. Option to take your blanket and spread it out under the knees if you need that for a little cushion and support. We're going to spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to find length through the spine. And then we're going to take this right foot and send it long behind us, keeping the toes on the mat. Find that space in the back of the neck. Take an inhale. And then exhale, send that right heel back. And soften through the upper body. Even let the head hang heavy here. Just feeling a little bit of an openness and a stretching through that right calf. Beautiful. Bring the right knee in. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Sending that left leg long behind you, toes on the mat. Reach through the spine, inhale. And then exhale, send that left heel back. Big stretch through that left calf. And then just as importantly is any tension that's building through the neck and the head. Relax where you can. Beautiful. Bring that left knee back down towards your mat. All right, reset your table. What do you need here? Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, length through the spine. Let's take an inhale, round crown and tailbone up. Hold it a breath. And then exhale, round it in. Hold it a breath. And then begin to move. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, rounding in. Inhale. Move with your breath. One more. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral spine. Take an inhale. And then sit it back. Find a child's pose. Coming into your table. Curling toes, lifting hips, walking the dog. And as always, we're not going to be concerned with whether or not those heels ever touch the mat. And let the head hang heavy. And keep that hinge at the shoulders and at the hips. And give it one more breath. And find a moment of stillness. And then slowly start to walk those hands back towards feet. We're going to meet at the back of the mat in a forward fold. And when we get into that forward fold, there's a big bend in the exhale, slow rise. Find your mountain. Feel the connection of your feet to the mat. Crown reaching towards the sky. Soften through the kneecaps. Breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale, bring those hands in front of the heart. Bow chin to chest. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. Lift the gaze. We're going to take an inhale right here and move body weight over to that left leg. We're going to take this right foot and step it forward just a little bit. Reach through the crown of the head. Engage through the glutes. Take an inhale. And then exhale, start to come halfway into a forward fold. Reach through the crown. Breathe. Bend the right knee. Take an inhale. And then exhale, come up. So the right knee is bent, the left leg is somewhat straight, all toes are pointed towards the top of the mat, and we've got hands at the heart. Lift the hands, and as you do, let those forearms come together like we've been doing. Reach up towards the sky, back bend. Hold it here. Beautiful. Bring the hands down in front of the heart, elbows come apart. Start to peel weight off that left foot, come to stand. So you just step up one spot. All right. Take an inhale. Step the left foot forward. Both feet pointing towards the top of your mat. Short little distance here, probably about what you would do in a normal, like walk forward motion. Reach through the crown of the head. Take an inhale, and then exhale to fold halfway. Bend the left knee, take a breath, and then exhale to come up. Right leg is extended long, not locked though, and that left knee is bent. Start to lift the palms, and as you do, the forearms and elbows come together. Reach, reach, reach. Little bitty bend in the back. So we're stretching through that low back. That's all we're doing here. One more breath. Bring the hands together in front of the heart, elbows come apart. Peel that right heel off the mat and walk this right foot up to meet the left. Give yourself a cleansing breath. Beautiful. Wherever you are on your mat, take an inhale, lift the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, go ahead and give yourself a swan dive. Find your forward fold. Find your side to side sway. Really feel into the back body. Notice how the softness in the knees changes the shape of the upper as it falls over it. And exhale, slow rise, coming all the way up, finding that mountain, feeling the connection of your feet to the mat, rippling up through the spine, softening through the kneecaps. Take an inhale, arms and gaze, rise. Arms come together, palms touch. Come down in front of the heart, bow chin to chest. Before we move on, I just invite you to notice, where is the weight in your feet? Is it on one side more than the other? We have a tendency to compensate on one side of our body. Maybe all the weight is on the front of both feet, or maybe you're putting all the weight in your heels. See what you can do to even out that weight. When you feel steady, I want you to take an inhale and lift those arms back up, just like we've been doing. Let the elbows touch. Reach, reach, reach. Engage through the glutes. Big back bend here. Soften through the neck. Breath in the belly. Beautiful. Inhale, arms and gaze, rise. Exhale, find a forward fold. Walk your hands forward, feet back. Find that down dog. Let's lift this left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. You could do this from knees if you need to. Stay strong through both arms. Circle the ankle. Point and flex the foot. And bending that knee, you'll feel a stretch through that left quad. Just explore what's there, staying strong through both arms. And straighten the leg. And then bring knee to nose. Let's step this left foot through. So you've got the right ball of the foot on the floor. We're in this low lunge. Go ahead and grab your blocks. Bring it to either side of the left foot. And then reach through the crown of the head. I have my blocks on the medium setting. You could also have them on the tall setting if you need more space. We're going to check this left knee is over the left ankle, and we're lunging forward. Send the right heel back just like we did a moment ago when we were on hands and knees. Breathe. Deep, deep breath. Hold it one more. Beautiful. Move blocks out of the way. Bring hands back, framing that left foot. Bring yourself back into down dog and give yourself a cleansing breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to take an inhale and lift this right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Circle the foot. Notice the stretch through the quad. Strong through both arms. Straighten the leg, take an inhale, bring knee to nose. Step that right foot through. Find those blocks either side of that right foot, lengthening through the crown of the head, sending that left heel back. Right knee right over the right ankle. Breathe. Last breath. Bring the blocks out of the way, bring the hands back to the mat, and then go ahead and step it back to down dog, cleansing breath. Go ahead and bend those knees. Bring them down to the mat, sit the hips back, child's pose, let everything go. Stack palms if you need more space. And give it one more breath. Beautiful. Use your next breath cycle to come out of your child's pose and meet me in down dog. We'll take an inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky, and then bring knee to nose, step it through. Bring that right heel in towards center, warrior two legs. Take a fresh breath, meet me in warrior two. Send that right shoulder back. And give it one more breath. Bring that left elbow down to the left knee. Stay strong from elbow to shoulder. Inhale, reach this right arm over to the left. Soften through the neck. Stay open through the upper body. Stretch through that left groin. Take an inhale, turn the heart down towards your mat. Let the hands come inside of the left foot and then spin onto the ball of that right foot. Sink that right leg down, that right hip down, and then take an inhale. Slowly, slowly, slowly let this right knee come all the way down to the mat. Right top of the foot to the mat. Breathing in and out. Let's shimmy this left foot out to the left. There's a lizard pose for you. So you can even come onto the outside of the left foot. Just opening those hips a little bit more. Notice any tension in the back of the neck. Breathe into the space. Beautiful. Hold it. Last breath right here. Go ahead and start to bring that right hip back over the left
the right hip over the right knee, sorry. And then move your left hand so your left foot can come to the floor. The heel is gonna stay on the mat. You're gonna try to lift the toes up. So we're just doing a different version of a forward fold here. Keep a bend in the knee if you need it. Reach through the crown of the head, breathe. What's there? Top of the tongue connected to the top of the mouth. Lengthening through the spine, sending the hips back, exploring that openness through that left hamstring, but being gentle with yourself. Don't push it too far. And use the blocks here if you need extra space. And notice that my low back is not curved. So if you feel like you're curving your back, maybe use the blocks. Create more space for your forward fold. Beautiful. Start to bring weight to that left foot. And then bring that left knee back to meet the right. Reset the palms under the shoulders and wag side to side with your booty. Beautiful. One more breath. Use your next breath cycle to meet me in your down dog. Lift that right leg up towards the sky and then bring knee to nose. Step that right foot through. Left heel comes down. There's your warrior two legs. Take an inhale, rise up. Meet me in your warrior two. Make sure you're not leaning forward. Shoulders are over hips. Hips are open to the left. Right elbow down to the right knee, strong from shoulder to elbow. Inhale, reach this left arm up and over. Breathing into that left side body, feeling that goodness through the inside of the right groin. Feeling softness through the neck. And turn your heart towards the floor. Hands frame the foot. Bring that left ball of the foot to the mat and then start to slowly sink down. Bring that left knee all the way down to the mat. Right hand comes inside of the right foot and then we'll shimmy this right foot out to the right, sending the knee out to the right, reaching through the crown of the head, lizard pose. Send the left hip back. Start to walk that right heel in towards center. Toes come off the mat. Send the hips back. Forward fold. Find what you need here. Use blocks if you need it. No rounding through the spine. So really send the heart down and reach the crown of the head away. And give it one more breath. Beautiful. Start to bring weight into that right leg so you can reset the hands and then send the right knee back to meet the left. Child's pose. Let it all go. Cleansing breath if you need it. One more breath. Beautiful. Rise up into your table. And then you're going to take your blocks and stack them and bring them right in between your legs so you can sit on them. And then sit back. Hands down on either side of the hips. Press the tailbone into the mat.
or into the blocks rather. Take an inhale, reach up, and then bring those palms together down in front of the heart. Cleansing breath. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Let those forearms come together. Big stretch here through the belly. Neck is relaxed. Top of the mouth is connected to the top of the tongue. Actually, that's reversed, but the same thing happens. Big arch in the back. Soften through the neck. Inhale. Round chin to chest, round the low spine. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. All right, inhale, send the arms up. Gaze follows, exhale, hands into a T, gaze back, gaze comes back forward. And then we're gonna send this right hand down, right Spider-Man fingers on the floor. Take an inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Big stretch through that left side body. Send the back of your head back just a little bit more. Open through the heart. And begin to turn your chest over to the right and let this left hand come to the left knee. Ripple through the spine, right arm lifts behind. Big stretch through that right shoulder. Release the left hand from the right leg, send it out into a T. Take an inhale, twist back towards center. Exhale, hands down in front of the heart. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands into a T. And then you're going to let this left hand come back behind you, Spider-Man fingers as the right fingertips reach up towards the sky. Big arch in the back. Breath in the belly. And start to bring yourself back up safely. Right hand comes down to that left knee. Left arm reaches back behind. Big stretch through that left shoulder. Right hand comes out in front. Inhale, twist back to center. Exhale, hands down in front of the heart. Bow, chin to chest. Cleansing breath. Beautiful. Slowly start to flutter your eyes back open. And we're going to come off into the table so we can move the blocks. And you'll need one block about halfway down your mat, and then the other block can move out of the way. Reset your table and then mermaid the legs. You're going to come over onto your booty. And then I invite you to go ahead and roll down onto your back. Keep the chin parallel with the shoulders, which is a little bit difficult to do if you have a ponytail. Do what you need to do there. And then let your hand come to that block. So the knees are up towards the sky, the feet are connected to the mat. Take an inhale, press in just enough to bring that block on its lowest setting right under your sacrum, that little triangle part of your booty. And then slowly, slowly, slowly lower back down. Feel the hips opening. If there's not enough space for the back and it's uncomfortable, press into the back of the head, lift the shoulders, and then let yourself come back down to the floor. So breath in the belly here. Hands can just be resting right there at the hip points. And we're going to bend the knees and send the legs up towards the sky. Let the hands come down on either side of where the hips are. Palms facing towards your mat. So anytime that we lift the legs up towards the sky, we are releasing a little bit of the pressure on the heart. One thing I learned that was interesting the other day is also keeping the legs up towards the sky is good if you have varicose veins, which I didn't know that. So
happy to share that new little tidbit of information. And just let yourself take some breath here, some breaths in and out through the nose. And explore this position. How are you feeling here? Do you feel tension in the legs? Soften. Do you feel tension in the jaw? Bring the top of the tongue to the top of the mouth. And what feels soft? What feels engaged? If any of this is uncomfortable, you can just move the block and just have your tailbone against the mat with your legs up towards the sky. We're just going to continue like this, 4 or 5 more breaths. Long, deep breaths. 3 more. Bend those knees. Let the soles of the feet come back to the mat. Be gentle with yourself here. Press the feet into the floor to lift just enough so that you can move that block out of the way. Slowly lower down to the mat. And then let the legs extend long. Open the palms towards the sky. Give yourself a cleansing breath. And let it go. Feel completely supported by your mat as you rest. You can slowly begin to bring some awareness back into this space. Make really small movements with your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. Reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch, pointing the toes, reaching the fingertips. Completely supported by the mat beneath you. And let yourself roll on to one side or the other. Bring those knees up close to the belly, continuing to feel supported.
When that feels complete, I'll meet you back in a comfortable seat. We'll meet there together with our hands together at our hearts. Our quote for today is from Helen Keller. Helen Keller wrote, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." May you know love. May you know kindness. May you show love. And may you be kind. Gratitude for practicing with me today. Namaste.